Now, this place might seem a little familiar if you've ever seen the Ashes trailer. It's pretty amazing. If you haven't, I recommend watching it.
Never seen me coming.
Alright. Now I think we have some treasure here too. Sure, that's a quick way to the bottom. Yeah, here we are. Oh damn, I'm full. Well, I might need to go back to camp and sell some of this because, well, we don't have much left actually. But pretty sure the dragon will drop a ton. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go back and sell some of this stuff. So, that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Dragon's gonna have to wait a little bit. Alright, we're back. Damn it. Down here. We're gonna loot these first. And then the party begins. This ought to be fun. Alright, we'll go right here.
A little.
She can hang out over there. You should probably stealth as well.
Backstabbing never hurt anyone.
Oh shit, I almost forgot one thing. Ogren. On the dragon killer. Oh, please don't breathe fire this way. He's gonna breathe fire this way.
Now's better than later. They won't know what hit them.
Okay, go ahead and mark. Let's get point strike going. Nope. Target moves to the side. Order. Oh shit. He needs some better health potions on his. Oh, you want me, huh? See, even with that, stealth is not high enough.
This won't take long.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Is it time to kill something?
What? Did they interrupt it? Shit. Heal. Just get a while till you
They
get
won't know
up.
what hit them.
We need to move her. Let's... Damn, it's not a good position to be in. Fire spam. There's what I was expecting.
Ready.
There.
Is it time to kill something?
Oh, I almost got kicked.
I'll get on it.
It's not good. Put her right there.
They won't know what hit them. Win.
Oh shit, took him out. That's an honor. He's not coming back. Get out of this fight.
Yes.
Run over there.
What is your command?
Do it. Come on. Oh, I got knocked back. That's why. What's that? Should probably have him heal.
Yes. I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic. Can I get you a hand so you can get
Nice, resisted.
back?
Where to?
This should get. He was locked into that fire breath. Gave me enough time. Alright. How you feeling, Zevran?
Of course.
Turn off lost weapons.
Listening.
Alright. As I said, a ton of stuff. Get a look through here. Armor pen on light gloves. I'd rather have that backstab damage. That flame rune though, it's pretty nice. And another dragon skill. Let's take all that. Now we have enough for Drake scale armor. I was wondering how that was going to go with this party. I've never tried it. I don't think Severin was all that useful. The Gauntlet. That spot where it picked me up, though, I'm pretty sure like something happened to interrupt that, because I should have been dead. Some weapons and armor here all messed up. Guardian. Andraste's arrows interrupt spellcasting. I think as soon as I get close, he's gonna start talking to me. Yeah.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
You must be the Guardian.
Yes, I am the Guardian of the Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Love his home. It's much better looking than mine. Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
Dragon wasn't really Andraste, right? Who are the men who had taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
What about you? Who are you?
I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived. And I have lived a very long time.
Yeah, I'd say. Oh, cunning check. The first disciples? Did you know Andraste?
Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water.
You know, let's see if we can get some more information. Please tell me more about Andraste.
I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. Everyone must.
That didn't tell me anything. How is it possible you have lived so long?
I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will I.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste.
This mountain has veins of lyrium running all through it. Can't mistake that tingle. It's so strong I can just about smell it. Makes you wonder what's magical here, the urn or the mountain? What exactly is keeping you alive, Guardian?
It is not my place to question.
What do you know about these disciples of Andraste?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary,
Already asked that.
we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her.
I'll just get it back to
I
the other
am
spot.
all that remains of the first
Or not.
disciples. I swore I would protect
I'd like
the
to
earth.
see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
What if I am not worthy?
Then you will not come to the ashes. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not,
What is the Gauntlet?
the Gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Can you tell me anything else about the Gauntlet?
You will understand what it is when you face it.
Very well. I will enter the Gauntlet.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You abandoned your father and mother, leaving them in the hands of Rendon Howe, knowing he would show no mercy. Do you think you failed your parents?
Though, we never got to tell him. I wouldn't say no, I really had no choice in the end. At the time, we wanted to tell Fergus though. So no, I had to survive to tell Fergus that we were betrayed.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
One wonders what this Guardian's purpose is. Be wary of his traps.
I don't really know about these Guardian types, but I think the correct answer was yes.
Oh, good. For a moment there, I thought you were going to go on a weepy tirade and try to share your feelings.
And what of those that follow you?
Okay, guys.
Ah, the dwarf. You left your home and came to the surface, knowing that...
Why don't I save you some time? Yes, I wish I could have saved my family from Branka. I wish I'd been a better mate. Maybe she'd have stayed home with a belly full of baby Ogren and never gone for the anvil. Maybe I failed her. And yes, I came to the surface because I'm barely a dwarf anymore. My family is dead. My honor as a warrior long gone. I've lost my caste and my house, and I have nothing else to lose.
And the Antivan elf.
Just right into it.
Oh, is it my turn now? Hurrah! I'm so excited.
Many have died at your hand. But is there any you regret more than a woman by the name of...
How do you know about that?
I know much. It is allowed to me. The question stands, however. Do you regret?
Yes, the answer is yes, if that's what you wish to know. I do. Now move on.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open.
Completely
Good luck,
different set of
and may you find what you seek.
attitudes to answer that. Test of faith. The book. Maker's first children. I'm gonna see if that's anything worth taking a look at. Alright, looks interesting enough. So, we'll go ahead and go through it. The Maker's first creations were the spirits, glorious beings that populated the many spires of the Golden City, and the Chantalite says that they revered the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied. Although the spirits were like him, and that they could manipulate the ether and create from it, they did not do so. They had no urge to create. Even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity or life. The Maker realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all but the one and most important way. They did not have a spark of the divine within them. He expelled all the spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade, and proceeded to his next creation, life. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it, separated from the Fade by the veil. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them, thus would need to struggle to survive. In return for their struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul. He watched with pleasure as his own creations flourished and showed all the ingenuity that he had hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favor. Through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the Fade to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw, each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm so they could vicariously possess a spark of the divine through them. As the spirits grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest parts of the dreamers. Their lands were places of torment and horror, and they knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored those dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom, proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw, and they became the first demons. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, pride. These are the dark parts of the soul that give demons their power. The hooks they used to claw their way into the world of the living. It was demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmare in the Fade in the hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And the Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children, and in return, they had created sin. Definitely an interesting one. Alright, let's get moving. Oh, I remember this spot. I want to try to get it right. Let me see if I can remember these. I'm going to save before each one, because if I fail, I'm probably going to go ahead and reload it, actually.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
I better hear that again.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by... Of what do I speak? A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Mother. Shard.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home?
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong.
It has
of
to be
what
home.
do I speak? It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Mafarath.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Was it? I think it's jealousy. Because I'm sure this is supposed to be her husband before she remarried to basically married the Maker. He got jealous of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Okay. Archon Hassarian.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Time, I believe.
That is not of what I speak.
My bad. I should listen to it again. It was Mercy. I thought it too fast. Oh.
Of what do I speak? Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Alright. All the way back down to the end.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Oh, I believe it's a tune, because it was her, her singing that first brought the Maker to look back on man again.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Cilia.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Sounds like vengeance to me.
Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
The bones of the world stretch
One of the
towards the
disciples.
sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
I want to say the clouds.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her. Of what do I speak?
Oh, let's give it a shot.
That is.
I didn't think so. Not sure what it could be.
Of what do I speak?
Bones of the world. I think it's
The
mountains.
bones of the world stretch towards the
Stretch
sky's
towards.
Of what do I speak?
Gosh. Yes, it's mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Alright. Another disciple.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Alright, there we go. That's the result I wanted.
My dearest child.
I wish it were not so, but I know you are dead.
You know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. Pup, I know you miss me, but my death and my life no longer have a hold on you. This is how it should be. Set your eyes on the horizon. Do not look back, and do not falter. You have such a long road ahead of you, and you must be prepared. And so I leave this in your hands. I know you will do great things with it.
I don't get. I think you only get it if you get through that all like that. Perfect. Though I don't know what. Reflection. Pretty sure that's it. I mean, not for me. Go ahead and put it on though. Oh yeah. Okay, mirrored team.
And thus I cloak my naked glory. Strike me if you dare!
Oh my gosh, Ogren. Is the Severn one in the Go and use another.
I don't get bloody over me.
Is it time to kill something?
There's Severn.
Breaking a sweat already! I am wounded!
Just a little.
A little backstab.
I bet that thing's gonna collapse the second we're all standing on it.
Alright.
Certain this means I should help you with this test.
I have faith in my friends well enough. Faith that they will one day stab me in my back.
So, is anyone gonna suggest tossing the dwarf across? No? Pity.
Gotta love that little reference there. Just, you know, don't let the elf know. Alright. Gonna have to put everyone on hold. I believe it has to be meat across over as well.
Oh, a path that looks like it's there but is really a trap? I want one.
Okay. Sure.
Ah, so there's the trick. Each piece must be made solid in order for one of us to cross.
Oh, that's problematic, actually. Oh, okay. Piece was good. But stuck there. I think he has to stay right there.
You'd like?
Damn it.
Tired of these games. Let us get one person across and be done with it.
Okay. All of them do only one except this one, this one, this one. That's what I need to remember. this one.
At your
And
service.
she
Shall
can move.
we?
There's what I'm looking for.
Sure.
Shall we?
Severin can move now. And Zevra needs on this one here. Which means Ogren can move. Just gotta find. There we go. Alright, team. Unfortunate adventure. Little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar. Be born anew in the Maker's sight. Remove equipment. Alright.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Alright, so glad I just put everything back on for you. That was kind of bad. They were still stuck back there. They got burned.
I am yours.
Well, they kept their enchanted weapon, at least. Not yet. Hold on.
I stand in awe. Really?
That's it? Thought it would be bigger.
Nice vase. I should get one for my house.
Earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Take a pinch. Sit in a leather pouch. Leave the urn alone. Let's see. Can we do anything else with it?
All right, all right.
No. Fire's gone now, though.
Now's better than later.
3 spell power. A gift that I think will be going to anyone. Because that might have been a Morrigan gift there. Let's look at... Let's do it. More spell power for her. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about all the gear coming off. Can put Starfang back on though.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Okay, and I believe they both go to the same spot. Mountaintop. Yeah.
Right here.
Come on. Now, I believe that means we're pretty much done here. I don't think I've ever gone back inside to see if the Guardian remains though. I'm gonna check that out real quick. Alright. It was empty. I would like to have actually asked the question. So, the dragon wasn't Andraste, right? Even though it's obvious, it would have been, might have been something funny. Right.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
Showed Jen on TV the patch ashes.
Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker. I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
Grueling. There were tests.
Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
I can't remember which way this goes. That's not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
And perhaps charge an entrance fee, no?
I wish people wanted to share me more often. Especially the ladies. I want more ladies to share me.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
I mean, I'm not trying to be selfish about it. If something bad comes of this, it's your fault. I'm not gonna kill him over it.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Alright, we'll be there. Alright, that we'll head back to camp.